Hey, yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I got my man Six. We're gonna be discussing Heavy Sasuke versus Sasori. You wanna say anything?
I'm a god.
Factual. First, we're gonna start by hyping up one of my favorite Akatsuki members, aka Sasori. What do you wanna say about Sasori first?
Um, I mean, I guess we could just start with the most basic of it all, that Sasori like executed the third Kazekage, who even in the time of Gaara is still considered to be the strongest of all of them. So like over Rasa and Gaara himself.
Which is mad powerful. You gotta remember, like, Gawaza took on the One Tailor, so by that sort of logic, you can automatically assert that Sasori should be Bijou level, should be consistent, because like it's like blatantly stated in the data book that the Akatsuki are Bijou level. In other words, Sasori shouldn't be fodder at all. Even anything else you want to like add on?
Yeah, because some people try to contend the statement that the Akatsuki's Biju level by saying like they're hacks and whatnot, something like that, which that doesn't really make sense because their entire job is to like hunt down and kill Jinchuriki who aren't stronger than Biju individually. So yeah, Sasori is definitely Biju level. Um, he's got crazy hacks like poison, iron sand, and whatnot. Uh, the good thing about being over the third Kazekage is it gets him like massively over Gaara because being over the third is over Rasa, and Rasa, while he's weakened, can contend with War Art Gaara, you know, because he's in his Edo state. So Sasori, Sasori's just like massively over early shipping and Gaara. Shukaku, all of those people.
Yeah, and then you still gotta think about, like, not only does he have like his poison, he still has like all of his puppets. If I'm not mistaken, pretty sure he has over 100 puppets. He can all control those at the same time, which is like something he
Mhm.
states that he can take on a whole nation with. So he's definitely, I would say, one of the low-key more powerful characters in my opinion. Um, Definitely top notch in my opinion. But Sasuke low-key better. I can't cap on that. Sasuke just be hitting different. What do you think about
Yes,
Sasuke?
Sasuke's a goat. So even though Sasori is like super powerful and whatnot, you can still say him and Sakura are like somewhat relative. Even if you don't want to say Sakura and Sasori are relative in terms of like combat speed or whatever, Sakura can at least perceive Sasori and react to what he's doing enough to block and like counterattack, right? Whereas with Sasuke, two different times she cannot do that. So the first time I brought this up to Air Tiger before we started is in part one. Whenever Sasuke is leaving the village, Sakura's trying to stop him. Sasuke blitzes her and knocks her out. Like he just gets behind her and knocks her out. Then in part two, he blitzes over to Naruto, and Sakura's like, "When the fuck did he even move?" So she didn't even know he moved. She couldn't perceive him. And this all becomes consistent whenever we get this statement from Sakura that Sasuke's rate of maturation, or the rate at which he gets stronger, is just much higher than everyone else, to the point where they think he's amplifying his growth rate with drugs, him and Orochimaru. So Sasuke could speed blitz Sakura in part one. Then he's maturing and getting stronger faster than she can, and she can one-shot Sasori as well as perceive his technique. So Sasuke is both stronger and faster than Sasori
Yeah, another thing you
by
gotta
a
think about
significant degree.
that, it's like that was like a base Sasuke without any of like his so-called amps, not his Shidori amp, not his amp from Course Mark 2, which is stated to be a 10 times multiplier. Like this was a complete base, and she blatantly cannot perceive his combat capabilities. Therefore, if he did have all these amps, he really just be major blitz levels above Sakura. And like Six said before, Sakura couldn't even perceive him, yet Sakura can perceive Sasori. So we have this clear implication that Sasuke should be very much faster than Sasori is. And as we know, Sakura is strong enough to basically one tap any of Sasori's puppets, including himself. It's basically just the narrative that clearly Sasuke is just blatantly stronger. Yeah, and plus we have all the hacks like the Shidori stream, killing, which would probably be my favorite. I think we wouldn't mind seeing killing just one shot basically. Yeah, one shot basically anyone. In this circumstance, we clearly can tell that Heavy Sasuke is low-key underrated. During this circumstance, we can clearly say that even this early in the series, this would be the beginning of Shippuden. He'd be incredibly easily Bijou level. What's it called? Like even Sasori was stated by Kismet to be one of the strongest. I mean, what's it called? Dewa was stated to be one of the strongest, and Dewa even believed that Sasori was stronger than him. And now you have this clear implication that Heavy Sasuke should even scale both Sasori in this circumstance. So Heavy Sasuke is mad underrated in terms of speed and power, and plus, even when he talks about hacks, he's basically unstoppable at the beginning of the series, and he clearly would just one tap or just destroy Sasori. You have anything to say on that, Six?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking of the data book scan from the third data book that says Sasori's body is indestructible. This can mean basically just one thing, since he actually died, that he can just keep putting his body back together. But that only works if you don't, fuck up his core. The thing about Sasuke is you got the Sharingan. The Sharingan can access chakra and chakra amounts. So Sasuke would be able to see that Sasori has this chakra core, and then since he's, speed blitz and one shot levels over him, just speed blitz and one shot the core. If you want to say Sasori starts in Hiriko, Sasuke would just smash it. He's stronger than Sakura. So Sasori's really just at a super disadvantage. The only thing I could see someone bringing up is maybe poison. And poison won't work either because Sasuke has a form of poison resistance due to Orochimaru. Either his training or absorbing him, doesn't matter. If you want to say the poison resistance can't be quantified, the same thing could just be flipped back onto the poison, that the poison can't be quantified, so you couldn't show it will work on someone who has the resistance. But yeah, Sasuke just slaps. It's terrible.
Like I said earlier, I think realistically, it's just in character for him to see Shidori right off the bat. As we know, Shidori is a speed amp in its own right. And like I said before, base is already blitz levels above, so he has that Shidori amp on top of that, with the course mark on top of that. He's blitzing without any sort of problem. He's one tapping any puppet he has. In pure honesty, we really don't see any sort of way that Sasori could technically take this W and walk out of this fight as a winner. In pure honesty. Anything else, Six?
I mean, I don't think we need to go over anything else.
Yeah, so I think it's clear always that Heavy Sasuke clearly takes this W. Sasori is photo in this circumstance. LOL. With all that to the side, that'd be it for the video. Make sure the guys to go sub to my man Six right here. His thing should be the very first thing in the description down below. Peace out. You want to say anything else, Six?
No, I'm good.
Alright, peace. Have a nice day.